This is a walkthrough tutorial for Cytopolis the prototype. The link will be provided in the description. The first thing you need to do is click register to create some character, some user. Now type a password and an email. Now you must provide some sort of name for your character. Note that this will be public. And create the cell. The objective of the game is to create different organelles. The organelles will generate either ATP or some resources. Now, you will use the resources to be able to create enzymes within the organelle so you can generate more ATP or more resources. Currently, we don't have any ATP, so the only organelle that we can create is the mitochondria, which is provided for free. We click on the mitochondria, and now we have it purchased. Now we click it again, and we must equip it in one of the available tiles. Once it's equipped into the cell, we can click on the mitochondria to see more details, like for example the level, a small description, and the potential enzymes we can create. In this case, ATP synthase can be created without any materials, so let's go ahead and generate it. Now we have it available here. We can also note that to create the next ATP synthase 2, we must provide amino acids and glucose, which we don't have. For now, let's just equip the ATP synthase and start generating some ATP. In this case, we will be generating 20 ATP in 10 seconds. We have to wait, and now we can have it available. The next objective is to be able to level up the mitochondria so it can generate even more ATP. So we click on this button, and now the mitochondria is level 2. And now, instead of 20 ATP, we will be generating 40 ATP every 10 seconds. We gather some ATP, and now we can even level it up even more. Now we will be generating 60 ATP. The objective now that we are generating some substantial ATP is to be able to create the next organelle, which is the membrane receptor. The membrane receptor allows, through passive transport, the gather of the different elements that allow us to create more resources. In this case, it does generate carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, or oxygen, depending on the enzyme that we generate. To generate an enzyme for the membrane receptor, we do need some ATP. So let's go ahead and gather some more. Now we can generate a random enzyme. In this case, we generated hydrogenase, which does provide us with some hydrogen every 10 seconds. Now, once we generate different membrane receptors and we have at the very least one carbon, one hydrogen, one nitrogen, and one oxygen, we can create the nucleus, and we can create the enzyme within the nucleus, which will allow us to create amino acids. The amino acids are being used by the ribosome to create glucose. Once we have those things, we can actually create the next ATP synthase and generate substantial ATP. This is the best strategy because now we can focus on creating endoplasmic reticulum and or plastids. The endoplasmic reticulum will generate certain bacteriophages that we will be able to use to steal resources of the other players that are playing the game. And this concludes the walkthrough for the prototype. If you have any kind of feedback, I will greatly appreciate it. Please send it at feedback@erudisgames.com. I will provide the email in the description as well. And we will have some sort of Amazon codes available, some sort of reward for that feedback that is the most constructive. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.